Dude, this is so cursed. This is so incredibly cursed. What the hell is actually going on? Tell me. Somebody explain me how the hell is hell becoming brighter than... yes, that makes complete sense. Ladies and gents, even though we're still not in the thousands, even though I'm still not officially stating that we're in the thousands, says the person that's made animations, animated intros, I might add, for both episodes 1001, 1002, and of course this great episode called 1003. I'm not acknowledging that we are in the thousands whatsoever. There is no there is no there is no quadruple digit saga starting yet, folks. No. Because we need to finish Act 5, alright? We need to finish all these scenes in Act 5. Alright, if y'all thought episode 1000 was was the end of the plot, it was only the beginning. It was only the beginning. We still have to finish the aftermath act. We gotta finish the first play of a million. Alright. Welcome, folks. And I know you already saw it in the animation. Welcome to Act 5, Scene 3. I don't even know what the name of the scene is. I'm gonna come up with it really just after the episode. But you already know what the scene is called. It's probably something cool. All right, it's probably like the resurgence. I don't know. Anyway, you already know the deal. Ween in the Chocolate Factory. You already know the deal. We got a new event. We got a new story. We got like 57,000 things added to the game. It's so cool. Now we just gotta get season 3 and then everything will be perfect. But in this episode, folks, we're gonna do some we're gonna be doing some leveling up. Because I don't know if you know this, we have some teams. We have some teams that must be leveled up. So yeah, let's do that while I talk about just amazing days. So, despite episode 1000 not being released, or not finished, despite it not being completely finished, I've decided to just continue recording episodes. And releasing them daily. Thing is that I'm going to release them daily, I'm going to upload them, but I'm going to keep them unlisted, and I'm going to keep them off the playlist, until episode 1000 is done, and when episode 1000 is done, and, it's merged together, it's uploaded, and all that, then, I will add everything to the playlist, and it'll be a good time. So yeah. But that's probably not going to take... that's going to take a few days just because of the process that I'm going through to put together episode 1000. It's taking quite a bit. But yeah. We're not here to talk about episode 1000. And its meticulous, frustrating process. Well, not meticulous, just... very, very lengthy process. We're here to talk about school. Alright, so, last night, me and PK were supposed to have a chat, because we're back to talking again, all because of episode 1000, and, we're having fun. We're having fun and all that, but we were supposed to talk last night. But we couldn't, because he had some homework and a test to study for, which, awesome, epic. I'm like, good luck, mate, don't worry about me, we'll talk tomorrow, today's Friday, it's like, alright, we'll talk tomorrow, And so, now it's tomorrow, right? Or tomorrow is today. Or no, yesterday, that conversation was held last night. So, I'm gonna be talking with him tonight. But let's step back a little bit, right? He has a bit of a test. He had a bit of a test to do in school today, right? And speaking of school and speaking of tests, I had a bit of a test of my own. Might some say a quiz of sorts. In terms of Hamlet Act 1. Now, if you remember a few episodes back, I had done all my Hamlet homework just so I could just so I could be able to, record episode 1000. And that took me like an entire night, like from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. And so completing that homework was quite a challenge because I just had to answer so many questions, and basically I learned about like the entirety of Hamlet Act 1 in one night. And it was good. I retained a lot of knowledge. I'm a retainer of knowledge, all right? I don't know what else to say. And so when I had learned before I had, finished and done the homework that we were going to have a test next week, next week being this week, I was excited for it, because I felt like I knew Act 1 pretty well. I read it, I watched it, I watched the animatics of it, I read a summary of it, I answered questions, so, I was pretty confident, alright, that I could pass it, that I could pass the quiz with flying colors. And so, after, after, going through all my classes of the day, learning some Spanish, taking a break, doing some animation. I made this really cool beach animation, where, the wave was coming in and out, and, as the wave, sort of decreased in size, it left the sand really, muddy and stuff, or wet. After I'd done all that, it was time for the quiz. It was time to answer the 38 questions on the quiz for Hamlet Act 1. Now, this quiz is no simple quiz, because I'm over here thinking, alright, we're gonna get a regular quiz. It's gonna be multiple choice. We're gonna have to fill in the bubbles and all that. But no, it was Kahoot. It was a Kahoot quiz, dude. And if you don't know what Kahoot is, it's basically a quiz live. It's like a live quiz, and it's really fun. And you got this dope music and all that. And you get points for whatever question you get wrong, or you get right. Sorry. And folks, let me tell you, some of these questions were real fucking easy. All right. And and after all 38, I passed. I got number 1 place. All right. I don't mean to brag, but I'm a bit of a knowledgeable. I'm a bit of a knowledgeable. I'm a knowledgeable scholar in Hamlet Act 1. And so yeah, I got basically an A in that. I was very, very happy, very, very proud of myself. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Alright, because if you think that's the cream of the crop, if you think that's the this is so cursed bit, no. Folks, that's not it. Because look, I can pass a quiz on a book or a Shakespeare thing. I can pass a quiz on, my regular lesson in Ace Marine Science and whatnot. I can pass it and I can fail it. And, I'll still, if I fail it, I'll be like, you know what? I learned from my failure and I'll have to do better next time. And if I pass it, then I'm going to be like poggers, alright? Can we get some pog champs in the comments, right? But never before, alright? Never before have I ever seen something so cursed. So, folks, you might not know this about me, alright? But I'm in high school, and I have been for the entirety of this series' existence. And throughout high school, there are certain requirements that you must obtain in order to graduate. Now, some of these requirements are like, alright, pass all 4 math classes, English classes, do U.S. history, do world history, government, and you gotta do economics, which I'm doing currently. You gotta pass the algebra exam. You gotta get, 40 hours of, service hours, which is, helping around the school or helping out people for, a bunch of hours. And it's cool, right? It's very, very cool stuff. Here's the thing. Alright? Here's the thing. There was one of those sections, alright? Because I'm a senior now, and I'm set to graduate very soon. One of those requirements wasn't met. And that was a reading requirement, which is kind of funny because I'm quite a good reader. I understand passages well. Not every passage. I'm not out here saying that I can understand every single passage written by every single person ever. But I can comprehend things pretty well, right? And so it's a real mystery. It's been a real mystery and a weird thing that it's me who can comprehend most passages or some passages that the school gives me and all that kind of stuff, that I couldn't get my reading requirement. And so for the past 3 years, the entirety of high school, I have not been able to get that requirement. I think I was even supposed to, I think I was originally supposed to get it in the first year of high school, maybe even the second year, but I didn't, because I don't know. And so, I don't know when, I don't know how, and I don't know where, but apparently, folks, I met the requirement, and I got my reading requirement. Which means I'm one step closer to graduation, to being applicable to graduate high school, which is bonkers. And so how I found this out, right, wasn't because, I got an email or anything. Basically, after the Hamlet Kahoot quiz, our teacher said, hey, before we end the class or whatever, everybody congratulate this student who was able to get their reading requirement. Now, one thing I have to explain about this class, right? It's my English class. I'm pretty sure I've said the teacher's name 152 times or whatever. And I've told you that she's a great teacher. She's really enthusiastic and all this kind of stuff. One of my favorite teachers, really, this year. And oh man, this is okay. The cool thing about this class, right, is that she doesn't she understands what we're applicable of. She's not gonna baby feed us, be oh yes, I'll give you some free time on this or this or this, every single time. Because the class is English for honors, and so, she knows that if we're in there, we're the best of the best, right? And so she's expected us to, be the best of the best. And one of the goals of, in her mind, one of the goals of the class, or that she wants to complete for the entire class, is for everybody in that class to meet their reading requirement. Because again, that's a step closer to graduation. In fact, I'd say, or maybe even she'd say, that it's a major requirement to meet in order to graduate. And so she makes it a huge deal that everybody in that class needs to meet their reading requirements if they haven't already met it. And today, somebody met their reading requirement. And so she wanted everybody, after the quiz, to congratulate that person in the chat. And so, we all congratulated him. I saw it a bit earlier, and I congratulated him beforehand. But, we all congratulated him again. It was cool. And then she said, all right, this is awesome. This is, really, really cool. Let's end off this week with seeing who else met their reading requirement. And so I decided to go to Virtual Counselor, which is the site where everybody can see their reading requirement, if their reading requirement is met or not. And that also goes for other graduation requirements, like, passing all my math classes, all, this class, that class, art. You get it? So, I went ahead and checked to see if I had met my reading requirement, because it had been a few days. Actually, it had been a long time since I had logged in to Virtual Counselor, before today, like a few days ago, I had tried to log in to see some stuff, but I completely forgot, I forgot how to, I forgot my password, right? And so today, when she said, all right, everybody check their virtual counselors, I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to figure out my password. And then I figured it out. I go to graduation requirements, and I see, and that's when I saw that I met my reading requirement. And I'm like, huh? I was, really, really confused. I'm like, what? I was, genuinely confused. Because I haven't taken a test in, 100 million years. And I'm like, this is so cursed. I don't know how the hell I got this. So that's. I mean, I'm very happy. But originally I just thought, this is so cursed. And so I type in the chat, I think I got it. But then I'm like, no. I got it. And the teacher's like, oh, Sean, congratulations. But it's it doesn't mean much if you're not saying it. You don't sound or look happy. And then I unmute and I'm like, yeah, I got it. It's just I'm more surprised than happy. And then everybody just starts congratulating me. Another person figures out that they met their reading requirement, and it's like everyone's congratulating each other, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? When did I meet my reading requirement? I'm so happy for all the people that got their reading requirements, but when the hell did I get my reading requirement? All right, when did I meet it? Huh? When? Did I lose my memory of when I met it? Did I know this all along? And I just completely forgot because of the absolute absurdity and the absolute insanity that has taken over the planet in the past year. I don't know how. Anyway, yeah. I'm one step closer to graduation. That's the story, really. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. Let's pick up everything from the guild as per usual. And dude, it's so cool though. I'm genuinely so surprised. Dude, it's so cool. And what's even cooler, right, is that she's at the end of the class, she's like, all right, well, because of how good a lot of people did on their quiz, and because of how many people got their reading requirement, I'm not gonna give you the homework for Hamlet Act 2, and I'm like, Pog! Pog! It's like, dude, that's such a surprise! Huh? Dude, that's even more cursed. This is so cool. Such a wholesome ending to a week has never been seen before. What the fuck? Oh, it's so cool, dude. It's... Anyway, is that about it for this episode, or do I want to say something else? Let me see. I already talked about the little bits of Danganronpa last episode. I mentioned it, and I'm like, hey, it's pretty cool, and that's it, because it doesn't matter as much. It still doesn't matter as much right now. What else? Like I said, episode 1000's taken a long time, and it's going to take even longer. I'd say it's not going to be finished until Monday, just because of how insanely large the episode is, or how insanely long it's taking. I honestly think I'm going to have to remove a lot of files from my computer because it's already, like, taking up all the space, which is, that says something, folks. But yeah, it's so cool, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I got that rating requirement. Let's see. What else do I really have to say? Oh yeah, I mentioned Impact. Depending on how I feel, this weekend, which right now I'm feeling great. But depending on how I feel tomorrow, I may or may not record the finale of Genshin Impact Season 4 or 5, and then upload them. And then, yeah. Man, I'm just trying to... I can't believe that I got my reading report. I can't believe that I met it. What the hell? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I didn't mention this. So last episode, Sebas, right? My cousin, my Mr. Mans, he moved into a new house yesterday, actually. He had a whole party and everything. I didn't go to it because I had plans set for me and PK and all that, but of course that didn't work out. So it sucks because I missed that. But I'm probably going to head over there on Saturday, and so Saturday's episode might be at that party. So yeah, I don't know. Tonight what? Tonight we might be going. I don't know, man. I don't know. What else? What else? Oh yeah, dude. I don't know if I've ever told you all about Camilo. He's also one of my cousins. Yeah. He's Sebas's son. Camilo. Camilo. Apparently is a barber now. Like he's a proper barber. I'm not sure if he has his own store or shop or anything, but he has a card, dude. Mans has a card. So since I have quite iffy hair, he may or may not be the person that will style this chaotic hair of mine, which, oh my god, y'all even haven't seen. I just realized that y'all don't even know what I'm like. If you're just watching this series, like from beginning to now, you've only seen what I look like once, and that's in the first episode. Oh, folks, you wouldn't believe how much I've changed, especially my hair, dude. My hair literally looks like... Y'all, if y'all ever played freaking Danganronpa 1, Hero? Hero, mans with that huge afro, just crazy hair. Yeah, that's legit my hair. That is legit my hair. Man's like Hero from Danganronpa. Anyway, I'm gonna end this off. It's been fun giving y'all an update. Act 5, it's gonna be hopefully not that long. I'm hoping that by scene 5 all of this will be resolved. And episode 1000 will be uploaded, as well as the first few episodes of the unofficial thousands, but they're gonna be official at some point, and then after that, once episode 1000's out, get ready, folks, because not only are we gonna be doing plot, not only are we going to start start planning our plot against Mr. Zegulath. But we're also going to be playing, Xenos' Valentine. We're gonna do so much. We're gonna do Event Extravaganza after Event Extravaganza. Dude, the thousands, when it does become official, is gonna be so. Oh, it's gonna be so great. And I also plan on just doing animated intros for literally every episode. They're most likely going to be different from, the animated intros to that you're seeing now, especially with episode 1001, 1002, and then this episode, and then probably the next episode as well. They're going to be very different from the ones that you're going to be seeing. But dude, it's going to be so fun. I'm really getting into animation. It's so much fun, dude. Just making the animation for the last 2 episodes, especially this one, it's so fun. Okay. Ooh. Hope they're all right. Hope everything turns out all right with that. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm really getting into animation at the moment. I'm having a good time. Last night, I literally spent 2 hours just trying to figure out that animation that y'all saw at the beginning of the last 2 episodes and this episode. Oh, it's so much fun. I want to do a whole lot more. And yeah. I'll see y'all in Act 5, Scene 4, in which I don't know what the hell it's going to be called. But trust me, it's not going to have the 1000 blank, alright? Because, dude, that worked for the 1000 Rebellion, and that worked for last episode, the 1000 Dilemma. It's not going to work for this one. It is not going to work for this one. Anyway, arigatou so much for watching, ladies and gents, everyone. And until tomorrow, 'tis been I, the one step closer to graduation, Mr. or Mrs. Yasset. Like I said, until tomorrow, I bid you adieu. And Sayo fucking Nara.